Welcome boys and girls. In today's video we're installing the Taruca Adventure Gear 270 awning on the square body. So let's get into it. So the full name of the awning is the Taruca Rogue 270 Plus XC model. I do have the driver's side opening, and then they do have a passenger side opening model also. I do want to go over what comes in the bag, what comes with it, and some of the features, and why this is, in my opinion, one of the best awnings on the market and why it's one of the strongest. Going to the back of the truck, let's check out everything that this awning came with to start us off. Does come with a bracket kit. These are they're very heavy duty brackets. I do have two of them already on the truck. So they come in sets of 3 with the 270 awning, and it comes with all of the hardware. This is the hardware. This is the rack side bracket, and this is the awning side bracket. They kind of key into each other like this. So that button head hardware, that's stainless steel, and with the locking nuts and everything, does secure it together. These two bags also came with it. This is the awning bracket to the rack side bolts. These are kind of keyed, so if your rack has the T-slots, these will be able to easily slide in there. Mine does not, so I used only 2 of these bolts, and then I used some grade 8 hardware to just make it work for my application. And then this is from the awning to this bracket side. So these slide into the T-channel on the back of the awning, and then you just use the washer and the nut to secure this bracket to the back of the awning. It does come with a 13 mil wrench. Then going over here, this is the bag that will go inside of the awning cover itself, or inside of the awning, cover bag. Comes with all of this. This is the 12 volt that plugs into the back of it to turn on the lights that are on the arms that we will go over later, and I'll show you guys the colors and everything later. Does come with 5 of these kind of ratchet strap setups. This is for the end of each arm if you wanted to stake it to the ground using the supplied stakes, so no wind, no nothing will mess with the awning. But in my opinion, this awning is strong enough to handle wind, pretty high winds from my experience with the 180, and I know this one is built better or further improved than my 180 awning. These are the 2 main ratchet straps that go on the ends of each awning to help stretch it out wide. Does come with another 13 mil wrench for the stakes, and then if you have an impact with you, this bit is included to screw these into harder dirt, so you have a good anchor point for everything. Does come with this really nice bag that everything goes in. It is more than big enough to fit all this, and then whatever little goodies you need to toss in here. Has a good loop on it to hang, and then a good pull tab for the zipper itself. This awning, they did include a little swag envelope with it. This is really cool of them. So a little thank you card saying welcome, go rogue and explore, installation setup guides, and share your adventure with them for Instagram and all their social medias. Did come with a couple stickers. They are in there if I could get them out. Couple Taruca Adventure Gear stickers. So you could, I want to put one on my Nalgene and everything. But that is everything the awning comes with. So it's everything out the box to get you started, so you don't have to buy any additional hardware, nothing like that to get you going. Like I said, I did have to use some of this hardware, or some different hardware that I had, just to make it work with the clearances on my rack. So with how my setup works, I'm only able to use 2 out of the 3 brackets just because of the width of the awning and the length of my bed rack itself. So I'm using 2 of the brackets, but any of you guys with Jeeps or any, shorter bed setup, truck bed setups with racks, you should be able to use all three of them with zero issues. And with how thick the back of this, the backer plate of the awning is, having two of the three brackets in use, I should have zero issues with flex or anything like that, and I'll show you guys that real quick. This is what the backer plate of the awning looks like. That's very thick aluminum, and I should have zero issues with using two out of the three brackets. This is the plug going into the back of the awning to power the arms with the lights. So it is a cleaner setup than having the wire run to the bottom of the arms like on my 180 awning. These are the brackets bolted on. Since I'm only using two out of the three, I'm going to use all of the hardware. So I'm going to channel in another bolt or two just so I have more anchor points with this bracket on the back of the awning itself. It's just how the dimensions work with, you know, this part of the, where it secures the arms to the backer plate, and with the length of my rack, I'm not able to use all three of them. So that's no fault on Taruca or anything. It's just how my setup is. So you got to adapt. But I will put another bolt in here, another bolt or two, just so it is really on there on both sides. And it does have the channels to just pop it in there to slide the bolt down instead of doing it on the end. So I really like all of the thought and R&D they have put into just the little things with this awning so far, just from what I've noticed out of the box. Well, now that we've gone over everything the awning comes with, the bracketry, how I'm going to install it on the truck, I think it's time to actually put it on the truck. I'm kind of going through all of this quick and installing this fast because it is hot out here. It's about 100 degrees and it's only 10:30 in the morning. So I want to get this thing on the truck as quick as possible so I could deploy it and we could enjoy the shade and how it looks underneath the awning to kind of go over it some more. So let's get this thing on the truck. All right, so I got some of the hardware, got some in my pocket. I'm gonna stick some in my lip just so I can grab the awning, get it in place, grab a bolt out and just kind of put it in the side just to secure it lightly enough to hold it there. And then from there, I'll grab some washers and some nuts and tighten it down the rest of the way. This awning is about 70 pounds. So it has some weight to it. So didn't help I hit the gym yesterday too, so I'm a little sore. All right, so I got one there, but it's kind of a snug fit, and then three on this side. So that is that's on there. I mean, initially looks really good. Okay. So now that I just got the bolts in there, I will go through it with the washers and the nuts, secure it tight. I'm gonna use 3 for each side, so it's overkill since I'm not using a third bracket. And yeah, let me get this secured on here. Then from there, we will see the final product with it tight and in place. Well, you guys, I got all the hardware on and tight. We are good to go there. It is fully secured to the bed rack. So now this next step is let's open it up all the way so we can see what it's about on the inside. I know an issue I had with my 180 was wasn't Taruca's fault or anything. It was how I had it secured to the bed rack. Came with some foam inserts on the inside. Was I had it too low on the bed rack, so it was interfering with the door, so I cannot get the door open all the way or at all. So I had to undo the awning and then be able to open the door. And so that's why I like these L brackets that it came with, so that we can get the step stool. L brackets that it came with so that we can have it higher up on the rack so that it does not interfere with the door and I have access to that whole half of the cab. So take off the Velcro straps. Okay, let's start opening it up on this side. All right, I gotta go get those ratcheting straps real quick from the bag. Secured on the end here. I'll put this side. It does have a carabiner on one side. I do like that. So no chance of it slipping off of the hook. The ratcheting straps are just like the other ones, but the rope inside of them does look a lot thicker. Okay, let me bring this around to the spot where I had it. Let's secure the 180. All right, get that one nice and tight. Take this side, open her up, put the carabiner on it, loosen the rope, and bring it around. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Maybe I can put it just in this corner. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, or I could do it up here, so it's even better. But yeah, not a lot of rope, so shouldn't have any issues. All right, that is cool. Wow. All kinds of room for activities now. Jeez. We're coming around this side just to show you guys where I'm securing it. There is for the front. That's for the rear. And going all the way around it. Wow. Yeah, this is perfect for the truck. Then you see on the end of each arm, that's where the other ratcheting straps can go. And then with the legs too, you could bring the legs down and secure them to the ground. And then from there, put the ratcheting strap to the ground with the stake to hold it nice and steady. And then you can always secure these two to give a little pitch to it to let any rain or anything come off of there. Yeah, this thing is this thing's a monster. I love it. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. So the tailgate here will be in the shade, so we could cook, do whatever we want if it's raining or while it's raining, or just have shade on us during the process. But yeah, this is great. I wish I could have it a little closer so this could almost contact the tent, so then there is no gap. But that's such a small gap as it is. It's maybe 1 to 2 inches that it won't really affect anything. Maybe a little bit of rain or whatever would come through, but nothing too bad. It does have these reinforced parts, so you could bring this like little kickstand up to add a pitch to it, so you won't need to, if you don't want to, secure it here. It already has those built in to bring it up, so then any rain or anything can come off of the awning. And I like that they're reinforced, so you won't wear a hole in it or anything like that. But it does have them for each arm. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's a great addition, and those are rubber coated too. It's not like a bare metal that will for sure rub a hole in it. Does have the on-off switches for each arm, so when you plug in the power wire into the back, and then a lot of the wires are hidden going right into the arms, so it is a lot cleaner of a setup. And then it's all velcroed in place too. Then it does have the gussets that say Taruca, so it does help strengthen the A-arms. So yeah, this is a lot of improvements compared to the 180 I had. So I'm extremely happy with it, you guys. The amount of shade is crazy, and then once we get the walls for it, which I do really want to get for winter camping or anything like that, it does have the Velcro on the inside so that when you get the walls, they Velcro here. And then from what I have heard from Daniel, the owner of the company, the walls do have a PVC floor. So it should completely, from the front of the truck all the way around, have walls, and then you have a PVC floor, and then there should be either AC jacks, like 3 or 4 inch outlets going into the walls for diesel heater or a AC unit if you run one of those. Yeah, just checking it out here, just the quality, the stitching, the seam sealer tape, everything they do offer, and I want to get it. It is a projector screen, so you could put it on the inside. It just velcros along that this velcro right here, and just hangs down, and then we could secure it to the ground. So, you know, if we wanted to watch a movie or anything while I camp, just to help it, you know, enjoy being outside even more, it is there. But yeah, this is amazing. Wow, it's far exceeded my expectations. I do like the darker fabric, and you could tell a large difference being out in the direct sunlight and underneath it. This is warm or hot to the touch, but it doesn't radiate. So you're not like getting radiant heat while underneath the awning. Then over here it does have the D-zip that yeah, does open up, so we have access to the tent itself once the tent is open up. So yeah, you could put the tailgate up, I could take these mounts for the ladder, put them on the front of the tent, and then we could just crawl straight through the flap with the tailgate up straight into the tent if we want to. So I like that that option. But yeah, this thing's amazing. I will I know that these arms, they do white, red, and yellow, or no, orange or amber, sorry. So they're white light, amber, and red. This is the only awning on the market with red lights, LEDs in the arms, so it does not affect your night vision, and helps you still see around camp. And they are all adjustable, I think. So you could do, like, you know, white, amber, red if you want, or just have it all amber, all white, or all red. But I do like that addition also. And I know the cord is more than long enough to reach our 12 volt on the passenger side of the truck when we do plug it into the back there. So I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to use it on our next adventure. And install wasn't bad. I do like the addition of the brackets that are overkill. And this thing sits high, like no issues, doesn't droop anything with the A-arms, and then with the little kickstands for the pitch right there. So I think this will last us a very, very long time. And this should be the last awning that we ever buy for the square body Overlander. So yeah, nothing much more to talk about. I will have a long-term review on it after quite a few trips that we take this thing on. But if you've gotten this far, really appreciate you guys watching. It means the world to me. If you like the video, then like the video, and if you haven't, subscribe to the channel so you could follow along on our adventures. So have a good one, you guys. Bye.